Right, here we go. It's happening. 4070 Ti Super. It's in the PC. Latest drivers. Whew. 4K Cyberpunk. Straight in at the deep end. Break it on the first day. Why not? Bear me one sec, I just need to check a couple of settings. I messed my stream up a little bit doing the PS5 thing, so I just need to check. I think probably pretty good. Shelton, yo, Core Gaming, hello, Baseball Furies, yo. Who made that thumbnail? It was Benchmark Boy's technological alter ego. Do you like it? I have some absolutely hilarious ones. I thought it looked cool. Right, I think stream-wise should be good settings on that. You should be able to see probably just the settings or the menu at the moment. Right, I think we're good. I'm ready, Don. Yo, Mason, hello. CY, hello. Said, yo. So I've got the Asus TUF overclock model. I need to sort the overlay out. Actually, let's just have a quick look at the settings first. So we'll obviously play around with different variation of settings. I'm going to try first. Obviously, we're at 4K. So we're at 4K here. I've currently got DLSS quality on. We'll go straight in with path tracing, DLSS quality, frame generation, ray reconstructions, DLSS 3.5. Because on a 4070 Ti, I think you're looking at like 35 to 40 FPS. With these settings, 4080 is kind of closer to 50 FPS. So it'd be interesting to see straight away like roughly where we're at. How much more it's getting than the 12 gig 4070 Ti. So they're the settings at least. Quality there, frame generation on, path tracing on here. And then all the other settings are just completely maxed out. The actual preset, we'll try it out first because this is actually, these settings here is what the ray tracing overdrive preset is. So we'll check that out first. Let me sort the overlay as well. I think I've lost my voice. I don't know how. Oh, I need to unplug my mouse as well. Let me know what the audio levels are like too, because I messed it up when I streamed from my PS5. Right, so straight away here, you're looking at like a 5 to 10 FPS increase from the 12 gig 4070 Ti model, and it looks like probably about that. Getting like 43, 44. So that's looking maybe like a 7 or 8 FPS gain from the 12 gig model with these exact settings. Which would actually almost be, yeah, I mean, it'd be actually almost closer to 15% that, but 15% gain. Probably on average, you're looking at like a 5 to 10 though, as an average. Down to even 39 here. I'll have a little drive around. I don't know what cars I've got. Oh, I've not unlocked it yet. I just loaded up a random save. Surprised by this VRAM here though, 14.5. I thought we'd be maxed at 16 with these settings. Surprised that we're not. I'm just gonna have to grab one of these cars. I'm noticing GPU usage here though. Fluctuating quite a lot. 86, 84.
Criminal activity reported in Watson.
Roger. Probably some cyber psycho again, but I'll handle it. Say, any update on my overtime bonus? Dispatch?
Suspect's vehicle has been located. Details have been sent.
So yeah, I noticed fluctuation before in that. Let's just see. Maybe it's because I'm borderless. I've noticed that a little bit before, but it seems quite bad. Is it borderless that helping? Yeah, I think it's because we were borderless. There we go. It's still fluctuating, but it's not as bad. 94, 96. I'm going to drive back that way and see if we get those drops still.
Not good.
I can't shoot. How do I shoot? Yeah, I think it's because I was Windows borderless. Windowed borderless. You think that was messing with it? Looks better now. It's still fluctuating a little bit, but it's the same as what I'd have with something like a 4090 and down to 91% there. Comes around a little bit, but it's a little bit more stable. Power consumption as well is pretty good. 200, 250, 260. I'm not going to be able to get away in this car. I'm not even sure what I did. How's the super so far? It seems okay. I mean, we're looking at about probably on average like a 10%, a 5 to 10% increase. Not a huge uplift. But I think for the price, especially in the UK, you can get one of these for the same price pretty much as the 12 gig. So if you were in the market for an nvidia card of this area, you'd obviously get the super over the 12 gig. 12 gig makes absolutely no sense at the same price. I'm not sure what's going on with the road. The like water on the road. It's randomly disappearing. And appearing. Look, you see that?
Already. Sure got that ear to the ground.
Siempre. Anyway, you need something. You know where to find me.
Try and grab a mission or something. We'll do maybe one mission with these settings, then maybe change it up to some other settings. I am noticing the latency. We do like a main mission. So we've got frame generation on. I am noticing that. I feel that.
Leave me alone.
4080s. Yeah, well, I mean, there's no... The 4080 and the 4070 Ti are being discontinued. There's no... What's the point? There's no point in keep making them, is there? What would be the point? There would be no. It would make sense to keep making them when you've got a GPU that's 5 to 10% better for the same price. What's the point in then making the other one? Like no one's gonna buy it at that price. Doesn't make sense to make it. It'd be like if they brought out a 4090 Ti and it was better than the 4090, but it was the same price. I mean, they'd have to like, what would be the point in buying a 4090? There wouldn't be any point. If it was the same price, you would just get the Ti. It would effectively make that card obsolete because for the same price, why would you buy a worse card for the same price? How many CUDA cores? I'd have to look. I'd have to look at my chart.
Hey! Haven't I seen you here before?
Tech-Tiro,
Got
yo!
a good memory for faces.
You laughed at the
Here for
car.
a good
Yeah,
time.
it's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it?
Need to talk to Evelyn Parker.
Not here right now.
Yeah, it has 8. Yeah,
Been a while since she
8,448.
has been, actually.
You know where she's to be found?
I ain't her BFF. Better off asking Judy.
How about Judy? She in her den?
Yep. Take the stairs down. I'll let Judy know you're coming.
7,000. Is it? Did they change it?
Scare away any customers.
What a
You're out.
sweet little face.
I'm not sure where you're getting that figure from.
Feast your eyes on this, Tell me, baby, do I look as fine as I feel right now? Don't be such a wet rag.
Make sure to like the stream as well, guys. Try and get as many likes as we can. Baby Maker, yo.
Hey, where you going? Nothing to sit back there. Stop telling every joy toy you meet to come here. The hell I'm supposed to do with them all? You so concerned about strays?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
Go take care of your
8,400
kids.
and... I don't know, does it say on the box? Hang
We're
on.
not done here.
Oh yeah, we fucking are.
What do you want? What's up with you?
Listen, have you seen Evelyn? Need to talk to her. It's important.
Why? So you can make her your scapegoat for your train wreck of a heist?
Can you just answer my question? I'm trying to find Evelyn. That's all you need to know.
Better start looking then. Black.
Listen, if you don't know where she is, just tell me. I don't have time for verbal volleyball. Do you know or not?
Why is the GPU usage? Because the GPU usage fluctuates quite a bit in this game, but I'm
Get
using
lost.
DLSS and everything right now, so it's got more
You
CPU.
care so much.
If I went
Find
native, it'd
clouds.
be capped at
there.
99%, but you
where's
do get some
clouds?
fluctuation in this game.
Sig case on my desk's got the address. Just take it and go.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're getting
Megaton.
7,000 for. You might be looking at the
Luxurious.
4070.
So, clouds?
It's a dollhouse.
Evelyn a regular there.
Or a drone.
How much VRAM? 16.
I think I just woke up one day looking like this. This is real life.
It's looking kind of... I thought we'd be pushed out, maxed out at 16 gig here. It has crept up over 15 now, but we were using 14 at
This is about
first.
Judy's virtues, isn't it? Good shit, if I say so myself.
Nobody can hold a candle to Judy.
Jeevan,
Got
hello.
virtues like they were diamonds.
Damn straight.
How much did I pay for this model? This model was $899. Asus Tough overclock. Probably the most expensive one. The non-overclock Asus Tough was $829, and then there are some models for like 760 here. I think the cheapest model was 760, which is pretty good. That's actually cheaper than a 12 gig. 12 gig models here go for like 800 to 850.
Hello. The name is Hands. Mr. Hands. If you're looking for work in Pacifica, I'm the man to call.
This latency though with frame
Nice to
generation
meet you.
right now is really
All
bad.
right. How very nice to meet you.
We'll play around with the settings
If
a
you
little
have
bit.
business, you know my number.
So you'll notice if we go, because I have before with my 4090, it fluctuates a lot with the GPU usage, with DLSS especially. So if I obviously go native, look, it's going to cap out at 99%. Still fluctuating though, 90, 99, 98. But yeah, so the DLSS is kind of making that situation worse, I think. This is without any upscaling, but we've still got frame generation on. Could as well maybe be frame generation causing it. I mean, I can't play with the latency like that. Without frame generation, it might even crash. So yeah, without frame generation, DLSS and everything, we're capped at 99% usage, so it's definitely DLSS, or it could be frame generation there causing that. Actually not as bad as I thought this would be like 2 FPS. 12 or 13. Thought it would actually be worse than this. Obviously, only problem here now is going to be VRAM though. This is probably want to use more than 16. Joe Blog Show. That's what I mean though, it's... If you're in the market for like, I'd say...
Loud and clear, you don't need to yell.
Upgrading from a 12 gig 4070 Ti is kind of like, I don't know, it really depends if you can sell your 12 gig. it depends how much money you get for it, whether I think it's worth the
that'd
upgrade.
make
But
sense.
if you're in the market for a GPU of this in this range, an nvidia one, this Super obviously makes way more sense because it's cheaper. It's like some of the models are like cheaper than the 12 gig brand new, so you're obviously going to get this over that. Almost like, but the difference between the 3900K and the 4900K, obviously the performance percentage difference here is larger, but those CPUs go for the same price. So if you're in the market for an i9, you're obviously going to get the 14. Like, it'd be silly not to. It's the same price. This is not a good thing to run into. This is not a good thing to run into at 13 FPS. Let's now just see if it was maybe frame generation making that situation worse. Put on balanced. I think it might have been. I think frame generation was making the GPU usage kind of all weird. Still fluctuates a little bit, but it's not as bad, is it? These are robots. DLSS as a mask, yeah, with path tracing on, definitely. So even at balanced here, we've got pretty much the same FPS we had at DLSS quality and frame generation. I think frame generation's probably just not worth it when you've got that low frames. Look how much our VRAM's come down.
What now?
What, just clear them all out, or is there too many?
I'm hit!
I think there's probably too many. I can't shoot this gun. How many more? Need ammo.
Keep firing! Target's in hiding! Surround him! Checking! Gotta reload! He's hit! Jesus Christ!
Shooting's all over the place.
Shoot! Shoot!
Ah, grenades.
Take it slow! I'll cut him off! We've got KIA!
Get rid of that turret.
He's using cover! Attack! From all sides! Roger that!
I can't even see him.
I'll kill you!
Here we go. There's a lot of guys. So yeah, it seems to have it capped at 99% now, so I wonder if I switch frame generation back on. Game's crashed. No! Alright, let me reload it up. It was doing this a bit for me earlier. I don't know if it's my CPU, maybe? Let me try... I'm going to try downclocking it again, because I know I've had this issue recently. Let's see. It could also be just changing the settings loads, because I know we've crashed lots on Cyberpunk before just changing the settings loads, haven't we, without restarting it. Check out DLSS performance maybe as well. Am I overclocking the 4900K? No.
Howdy, howdy, Night City. Welcome back. My guest tonight is Lieutenant Sarah Kokoski, spokeswoman for the NCPD. Hi there.
I'm not sure what settings that has, but like serious latency. What settings is it running here? We've got it unbalanced. Why did that feel so... Alright, it feels alright now. No, it's loaded me. It's loaded me in between that.
Mercy! Mercy! Mercy!
We have an 0211 in Westbrook. Any units in the area? Come in.
Roger, dispatch. We're at Silk Road West. ETA 3 minutes.
This car won't...
I swear.
Is it broken?
Skunk's pool is clogged again.
Let's try it out with frame generation here as well and see now. Switch that on there. Leave it on balanced.
All units be advised. Suspect remains in the vicinity.
Up to the 50s. But the latency's so bad. I don't think I've ever seen frame generation latency this bad. I don't know why it feels so bad. I've played at lower FPS native than this and not had latency this bad. I'm gonna die. So I seem to be holding between the 50 and 60. How do I just lose the cops? Not like that. Still getting... It seems to be frame generation, I think, that's dropping off frame rate. Or GPU usage. I think that's what it is, because... Say like 93%, 92% here, right? If I just switch this off... Look, back up to 99. Well, at least we know what's causing it. I really don't think it's my CPU.
Way I see it, only thing waiting for you here is getting off or getting offed. Place your bets.
What have I missed this time? Enlighten.
Down to like 33 here though, from 50. I don't know if they've maybe... Has the game been patched at all since? Just the game feels just super like... I've, to be fair, not played it in a while, but it feels... I don't know, it just don't feel right. Like the VRAM to me looks different from when I last played. How are we only using 12 gigs of VRAM here? That seems massively different.
Welcome to Clouds, where we know what you're looking for. Would you care to jack into the terminal?
Jack it in.
All right, let's do this.
This will be a live session, so events may take an unexpected turn. But don't quit if you feel uncomfortable. You could miss out on something truly remarkable.
This is a
If you feel
1440p card.
unready to handle what comes next, you can interrupt the session immediately.
It's a difficult
Now
one
for
because
your
the 4070 Ti I would always say is like somewhere in the middle. Like it's for sure can play older games 4K. It's like the 7800 XT. There's a lot of games it can do 4K, but then brand new games is like you're not guaranteed 4K. Like brand new games it's more 1440p, but then depending on how old the game is, it can do 4K. So like it's the same with this.
And saved.
Like Cyberpunk, obviously here we're just like
Now, bear with me a
we're
moment.
using the most, you know, probably the hardest
Personal
settings to run of any
profile.
game really.
You should see compatible
Path
dolls in
tracing.
just
It's
a
like it
second.
doesn't really get that much harder to run than that. What am I doing here?
Two matches.
But like,
Interesting.
you know, there's going to be other
Is that
games
normal or-
Who can
where
say
you could run
normal?
4K, like 4K without
You're
path
clearly
tracing
a
at
unique
60.
person with unique tastes.
But then like this
Our
game, for
system can
example,
handle
would be
it.
more
So who
1440p,
will it
would be
be?
like a more
Angel
suitable resolution.
or
So
Spec?
it's really, it's not one or the other. It's like it
Looking for
depends.
Evelyn Parker. She work here?
Give me a moment. Evelyn's not available at this time.
Need to see her.
Like if you were just going
It's
out and
important.
out just 1440p, I'd
algorithm
probably
knows
just
best.
I'd probably
Trust me, it will
get like a
choose a
4070
doll that
Super
will
or something.
thrill
To be
you.
honest, for that.
Our dolls can
If you-
change
if
their
you know,
hair
if
and
you
eye color
specifically
in
need
real
an
time
Nvidia
to look
card.
just as you wish.
I just want
Like
to
if you
talk
wanted-
to her, that's all.
Any, you know, race
Please,
racing
no need
performance
for
and stuff.
concern. Your doll will talk to you about anything you wish.
I'm sorry. Did she finally say anything useful? Fuck the menu. Let's ditch this waitress and take our special order to the chef, point blank.
So
Yeah,
who will
Alan
it
Wake
be?
2, yeah. Like any
Angel
game with path
or
tracing.
Sky?
There's only, what, 3 games?
Meaning?
Alan Wake,
Meaning you
Portal,
go
and
in as
this.
a customer, keep a low profile.
Any one of
They
those
wanna
3,
keep their
I'd say
cards
pretty much
close,
those 3
fine.
games
We'll play our
pretty
own game.
seriously hard to run.
Thinking Angel looks good.
I couldn't have chosen better myself. Now for the payment, and you'll venture into the clouds.
Not here to pay and play. Just want some info.
Ah, unfortunately, that we do not sell.
DLSS performance, sure. We'll check out in a sec. We'll check out in a sec with
Should you change your mind, come back.
without path tracing and stuff, because that's where we
All
obviously
right, I
see
changed my mind. I'll
rest
pay.
of performance should be like
Temptation
a lot
is
better.
often too strong to resist. Please jack in.
There you
Kind
go.
of shocked though how bad frame generation feels to me. I don't know if they've updated it. I've never seen it this bad in this game. From GPU usage to the latency, I've
payments come
never seen it this bad.
The entire
I don't know if that's
floor is
either the
open to you
GPU
if you wish
or
to wind down
they've
first.
changed, you know, there's been some update which has done
Angel
something.
awaits you in booth
It
6.
just feels way off. I've never seen it.
Disconnect,
I've never
please.
had it feel that bad.
Is that it?
We have a strict no weapons policy here at Clouds. Please deposit any and all hazardous items with me.
AMD Adrenalin is years better than NVIDIA Control Panel. Do you mean GeForce Experience? Because NVIDIA Control Panel is something
Clouds
completely
is one of
different.
the safest places in all
I
of Night
personally cannot stand AMD Adrenalin. I never install it. I just install the drivers. I can't stand it. And it also messes with your like stats sometimes, so I just don't install it. Like when I'm trying to do MSI Afterburner and HWiNFO stats, if you have Adrenaline installed, sometimes it messes with it. You can't get access to some some of the GPU metrics, which is like really annoying. So I never install it.
We hope you enjoy your stay.
I only installed it on the beta drivers because I wanted to use, obviously, try out fluid motion frames.
Guess that makes you a real deviant.
Would have had more choices if I didn't have a certain brain parasite.
Vincent, right? I'm Angel.
What's happening in here?
Angel.
It's V. Just V. Only people I know real well get to use my real name.
But we'll get to know each other well in no time, honey.
Can I
Sure.
just...
Why not? Do what you do
I don't
best.
like the look of where this is going.
I know that you're dying.
Shelton, yo! Safe word.
Afterlife.
What happened? You interrupted the session? Did I do something wrong? Were you not satisfied?
Dual monitor issues. Yeah, I've had those issues too. I think that AMD drivers are like good for
Evelyn Parker.
I think the amount of investment that AMD put into it, because I
Wait
don't
just
think
a
they
sec.
really
That's
prioritize it
not
that
how this
much,
works.
which
You
like
can't ask me
explains
about
some of the
dollhouse
issues.
or anything like that. I could get in serious trouble. Go, please, just go.
You gotta help me.
I think as
please.
long as you're
I'm afraid
like
she could be in trouble. Just want to talk
patient
to
or
her.
like a
Find
little
out if she's
computer
okay.
minded,
Look,
you don't
I
mind
barely knew
troubleshooting
her,
things, it's
and I have
fine,
no
but
clue where she is.
Nobody came looking for her. Nothing out of the ordinary happened.
it can
There was
it
an
can get a bit frustrating
incident
sometimes.
With a client.
Especially earlier on drivers. Like if you're buying the AMD cards day one, I think that's a bit iffy.
I don't know the
but if you're buying it
One
like
doesn't ask
2,
about these
3,
things around
4
here.
months after, it's like way better.
Tom might know. He
So,
and
like, if
Evelyn
you-
were close. Go ask him. And please
If you're happy
leave
to
me
just
alone.
wait for a bit before you buy the GPUs, most of the issues are ironed out. But
Who's he?
Friend of Evelyn's. Wasn't a free moment they weren't together.
Where'll I find him?
I'm really doing you.
He's a doll here.
I'm good,
Works
how
the
are you?
VIP area. Booth
Yes,
2.
you got a 4090. Sheesh.
Don't
Which
ask
one?
for me again.
Yeah, the guy just sheeshed in the game as well. So we're at DLSS performance here. Still not insanely high frames. I thought maybe at some point we would hit 60. We'll check what it's like outside. It's still pretty heavy in this area, I think.
Get in? What's that mean? I'm here every motherfucking week.
You're not authorized to access the VIP area.
Oh, yes, I am.
No, sir, you're not. You can
Not
take it
tonight,
up
mate,
with
not
the
tonight.
No, dog. I'm taking it up with you, here, now. You got any idea who I am?
There a problem?
Can I
This
just...
conk don't understand that I've got a right to be in there.
We need to get in.
From what I can see, your VIP membership has been revoked.
Force open.
What? Please stay calm, sir.
Just yank the door off the hinges. Obviously, without path tracing here, we'd easily have 60, but we'll check that out in a sec. Can I rear naked choke this guy? You got an Aces Tough Overclock. Nice. Same one as me. Getting a weird issue. Have you DD'd all your drivers and everything? I'll try that first, and then maybe try a different cable. Screen randomly flicker and basically disconnects. I'd try the drivers first. Can I just walk in here?
You better keep this short and sweet. 2 brainwashed sex zombies in a single day is too much.
The answer to that is no, I can't just go in here. And I don't have my guns!
Who
What do you want? Relax, you're not in trouble.
Shut the door.
Just want to talk for a little. Where's Evelyn? Need to talk to her urgently.
They're not coming after
it's
me.
Important.
Well, are you mad at her or something?
No. Know where she is or not.
She's not here. Tried calling her more than once, no answer. Heard she was chipping a new faceplate in a clinic in Osaka. No, Oslo. That was it.
Evelyn tell you personally she was going away?
No, just didn't show up for work. Wasn't picking up either, so I asked Woodman what was up. Told me she left, like I said.
Woodman, who is he?
It would be interesting. What I'm going to do is try and get a few different videos done as well, testing this card. But one I'm kind of most interested, I think, in trying with might be Last of Us 1, because in my mind that was like a massive issue on the 4070 Ti at 4K, and I'd be curious to see if the VRAM on this like somehow makes it okay now.
They should be replacing.
Obviously, the game has been patched quite a lot since I last played, but probably do a little video on that maybe. I can't. What am I supposed to do here? Just leg it. Just leg it. Get me out of here. Force open. No! This ain't fair, is it?
I'll fuck you up, motherfucker!
Where's the room? The safe room. Let me in the safe room. What was it? It needs to upgrade to force the door open. Was it that? How many we got? This ain't good. I can't get out. Where's the guy with the machete? Go!
I'll fuck you up,
Someone's slicing me up. Wait, what?
What do you want?
Dude, what is going on in this?
Chill, keep calm.
How am I supposed to do this conversation? Should I just punch this? I might punch this person now.
But cooperate, and no one else will get hurt.
I'm gonna have to keep doing it and running. Wait, what?
Well, aren't you the
What's the retail price of the tier? It's obviously going to depend what model you get. It ranges from, in England, it ranges from 760 to like £900, depending on which model.
That just might work.
Huh?
Wait, what? Oh. Game FM. Yeah, make sure to drop a like, guys. Try and get as many likes as we can. Game goes on. I don't know if you're still here. I did see your message. I forgot to respond. Sorry. You didn't manage to get a 4070 Ti. A Super yet. Have you ordered it?
A Ripper.
Chip was busted. Could have sent her to get it patched up.
A Ripper named Fingers in a back.
Most average 850. Yeah, I think the one I got, the tough overclock is like 899. The non-overclock is 829, I think. The Gainwood one and I think Palette were like the 760, 770 or something. So I don't know if I really saw many of the other models. There was a few models there for 829, I think. So obviously I think retail is 799, so it's not too bad over. Get me out of here. Can I get my guns back? Where are my guns? Get my guns back.
Required to return your weapons. Even though I'd rather not.
Get me out of here. Game FM, thanks. Cheers.
Hey, I don't know anything. I just work here.
Oh, get me out of there.
Nice work back there. Ever thought of applying for the diplomatic corps?
So we still can't even push 60. Getting between like 50 and 60 in some areas, but still not over 60. So you're going to be looking at, well, obviously with path tracing on, you're looking at ultra performance.
Don't have time to massage egos.
I respect that.
Of course you do.
Will be the retail of the 48 Super. Yeah, it's 999, but you're probably like, yet again, it's gonna depend on which model. You're gonna have some models, like for example, the pallet or game wood are probably gonna maybe be like 950, 900 to 950, but then there's gonna probably be like, you know, an Asus TUF overclock's gonna be over $1,000. How do I get down? Oh. How much did you sell your 3070 for? 900.
Welcome to N54. It's time for your local news. Violence continues to plague the Badlands. Shootings have been reported.
You had a plan.
Paint it gold and then sell it for 5,000. Yeah.
Now you're flat.
Like those gold iPhones. They go for like 20,000.
Not exceeded the average.
They got one in Harrods.
Oh, fuck!
It is like one of 20 though, so that does up the price a bit. But to be fair, if you painted it gold, it's one of one.
What the fuck do you want from me?
I mean, unless there are some others somewhere, but...
It's all going too slow. Gonna decommission before we learn how to rip the chip out.
Wanted me dead. Said so yourself.
Made it pretty clear since that I changed my mind. Want you to live now.
Asked you already. What the hell you want from me?
I got a get out of jail free card. I'd be a fucking fool not to take advantage. See, me and Arasaka, we gotta have century-old score need settling, and I plan to do it. That's what I need you for.
Probably hard to I don't know if it'd be hard to sell a 37. I feel like it got such bad like media attention.
Who can help us do that?
You know, it's like as soon as anyone says 3070, everyone just thinks of like the VRAM issues. Especially on YouTube, like that card got absolutely ripped.
Okay, so this Mikoshi, what is it exactly?
Okay, basics. If you're jacked in, cruising the net, Arasaka can use Soul Kill.
48's in a weird spot. Well, it's being discontinued anyway.
Your psyche, your mind,
4070 Super just killed it. Well, yeah, that's why it's been discontinued. It has killed it. They're not making them. Oh, you mean 48? Sorry. Well, yeah, I think that's been discontinued by the Super, so
exactly.
It won't be sold anymore.
The place Soul Killer operates out of, where it stores its victims' engrams.
Still don't see how Mikoshi's linked to my chip problem.
Not the brightest bulb on stage, are you? 50 years back, ops on the human mind. Mikoshi was the sole place on Earth where they did anything like that. Bet it still is today. Telling you, all roads lead there. It's where we'll settle our biz. You yours, me.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying the 3070 won't sell. I'm just saying you might have to drop the price, I don't know, to actually get a sale on it. Because it just has such negativity tied to it.
Named Alt Cunningham.
I'm supposed to know who that
Now
is.
want me help? I literally have got
Not
no idea
yet,
what that means.
But you will
Ray,
once
no.
we find what we need. For now, we got no time to lose.
Percentage. You're looking at between, probably on average, between 5 and 10% improvement. Is frame generation or no? It was giving me really low, like, dropping my GPU usage loads, and it just felt really off, so I switched it off for now. My game's just crashed again. Every time I go into the menu, what the hell? This game, still this long after, has still got this many issues. Come on. Come on. And we know it's definitely not my CPU because it still did it even at a lower clock. And now it won't even sync the game to the server. My GOG's fully just crashed. Give me a sec. The 2.1 update broke most. Yeah, I mean, this game to me, I've not played it in a while, but it feels awful. It feels way worse than when I last played. I don't know. I don't know what they've done in between that, but it just does not feel... It's not how I remember it. Feels like there's an issue with frame generation. There's just tons... I can't even boot the game now. Cyberpunk 2077 has flatlined. I'm going to have to close GOG. And then the game just... I mean, it's done this to me loads of times before. Changing the settings and stuff loads. Like, it's fully not even responding for me now. It's just annoying though, isn't it? Because I don't even... It just closes. The game just fully closes. Mid-game. You know, admittedly, I am changing the settings loads, which, like I say, that does often make it worse, but... I can't even, it just doesn't even, won't even load. My launcher just keeps crashing too. What the hell's going on? I can't, like, the game doesn't sync, so I can't play it. Doesn't sync for some reason, and now it's not responding again. Wait, I've got an update for the launcher, maybe it's that. Maybe that's not helping. Bear with me a sec, we'll get it working. Shall I update the launcher quick? How do I do that? Check for updates. I'm going to do that. It's super slow though. Update. Update now. Is that a mistake? Ask me question, any question. What we think of the thumbnail, yay or nay? Did it look funny? I've got some real funny ones. I thought it looked funny. I've got some like absolutely hilarious ones though. I'll have to use them. Right, updated the launcher. It's synced the game. It's loading, but I've got a... Oh my goodness. No, it's crashed. No, it's loaded. Which brand did I get of this? Ace is tough. Right, you should be able to see the game now. I am thinking, I don't know, maybe I've got it on my list. I need to update my BIOS because my CPU's just been having loads of problems recently. It's been on my list. You know, I'm going to try and do that this weekend just because eliminate that. Because I kept having issues in Unreal Engine 5 games with my CPU at a 5.7 clock. So I need to update the BIOS. I just have been so busy with stuff. Just to eliminate that, that's the issue. Right, I'm going to try out an Ultra Performance now. See where it saved it from. There's some nvidia shenanigans. Oh, well, this game, I don't know. I'd normally say it's maybe a driver thing, but the fact that we've had so many issues with this game throughout its whole existence, I've had these issues, I would say it's probably not necessarily a driver thing. Like, this game's literally done this for its whole existence, so...
The hell's that?
It's like... It's like the game at this point, you know?
Damn it.
Any issues are just put it down to the game. When you have this many problems with a game, it's like, well, it's probably the game.
Gonna decommission before we learn how to rip the chip out.
Wanted me dead. Said so yourself.
Made it pretty clear since that I changed my mind.
So with Ultra Performance at least here, we're breaking 60. It's quite a big jump between Performance and Ultra Performance. Obviously it's a big render jump as well, but it's like 40 to above 60 FPS difference, quite a lot. And after I've played through a little bit on this, we'll do we'll switch path tracing off, because maybe that's causing it as well. Maybe that's causing it crashing.
That's what I need you for.
Never been recruited into a terrorist cell before. Feel kind of honored, actually.
Listen, I know things. Where we can save your life. Who can help us do that? You'll get rid of the chip. I'll smash Sokka. Win-win, kid.
So we'll have the 4080 Super next week as well, so that should be an interesting...
how we grab it.
Okay, so...
I wonder if the... It seems like
what
maybe...
is it exactly?
Okay.
Because I was thinking, by looking at the specs, the 4070 Super was going to give the least performance gain, but it actually looks like that might be the best increase. Because you're looking at close to like 15%, aren't you, on that? Where the other two, I'm thinking, are going to be more like 5 to 10. Like, this is more 5 to 10.
Sure.
4080 Super, I think, is probably going to be even less than this. I reckon it'll be like more like 5.
Mikoshi's the place Soul Killer operates out of, where it stores its victims' engrams.
Still don't see how Mikoshi's linked to my chip problem.
Not the brightest bulb on stage, are you? 50 years back, ops on the human mind.
When I guess on Warzone, I don't know. I haven't played Warzone 8. Maybe test it in a video or something at some point. Kind of got, I don't know, got a bit bored with Warzone. It's not really that fun.
It's where we'll settle our biz.
I'll do maybe a quick video on it.
Me mine.
And how you
does the game work now? Because didn't they break Warzone in the last update?
Tucked away.
From what I saw,
bombs named
it was completely broken.
I'm supposed to know who that is?
Not yet, but you will once we find what we need. For now, we got no time to lose. Need to get inside Mikoshi.
So we'll have a little run around like this. Seems like we're holding above 60 at least.
I'm sorry, sir.
Where does it want me to go? Oh. Wait, what? Jig Jig. See if it holds up in Jig Jig Street. Fluid motion frames. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to have a look at it again at some point on the official drivers, but I just wasn't really overly impressed by when I played with fluid motion. Obviously, I can't stream with it because it doesn't work with the overlay, but when I've done the videos on it, I don't know, I wasn't overly impressed by it. So, a little dip here, just under 60, 59, but just about stays above 60.
So this more up your alley than clouds?
Hey, at least here you know.
Ciao, bro. Ciao, Bella. It doesn't look too bad at Ultra Performance, really. And we don't even have ray reconstruction on.
Yeah?
Do we? Do we have it on? We do have it on. So that's helping.
Look if it's something wrong
with the image, with path tracing on. Where are we going, Jig Jig?
Hey, not one step closer. Here to see who.
Thanks to the bulletproof.
Look, I don't want any trouble. Just let me through. Pretty please.
How about you pretty please me? All right. Go on.
So we've got the same TDP here as well, haven't we, as the 12 gig. So I think it's using roughly similar amount of power. I feel like the 12 gig model was using maybe slightly more power than this, but I think it was closer to the 285.
Take it to court, you pussy.
And leave me be.
Fine, I get it. Everyone
made it all the way here, huh? Must really want to talk to Evelyn.
Play through this one and then we'll switch path tracing
There's
off.
a line. Nuh-uh, you ain't cutting.
Sit your ass down and wait your turn.
Something around 20,000.
What are you even doing here, Judy?
Same thing as you. Looking for Evelyn.
How'd you know to look for Evelyn here?
Got
Oh, you're
friends
saying
at
your
Clouds.
XCX, now you got the
Word spreads out of
4090.
there quicker than the clap.
Meaning?
Friend told me what you dug up, so here I am.
You talked to Fingers yet?
If only. He's harder to get in to see than the best docs in town. We're gonna be here forever. I just know it. Maybe you could talk to those girls, see if we can cut in front?
Why me?
I don't think they like me. Just give it a shot. That or come up with something better.
4070 super laptops? I don't know.
Think Evelyn's being kept here somewhere.
I'm not sure.
On the one hand, hope she is, because I want her back fast. But on the other, hope to God no, because who knows what that sick fuck could have done to her.
Fingers. Where'll I find him?
Exit, hello.
On somebody right now.
New playthrough? No, I just booted into an old
Don't hold
save
your
just to
breath.
run through some of the
I
missions.
spent hours waiting for him to come out. Especially when he collects payment right after the procedure.
Just so we can have a look.
I need to talk to him. It's important.
You think we're just here to polish our nails, huh?
I'll let you cut in front of me.
You're a real pain in my cleat mitts, you know that? And you might as well knock and find out when he's mopping up. Supposed to be a goddamn clinic, not an any oblong red.
Go on now. Don't you worry about her.
Faceplate's previous
Come on,
owner
let's
had
go.
a longer face than you. Edges are stretching your optic nerves.
I think he's done.
Don't worry.
I think I remember this mission.
Just eventually. Yes, hello. What can I do for you?
Need a minute of your time.
I like this chair.
That's all? Shame. Could watch those juicy lips of yours flap for hours, days. But I'm busy right now. You Tiger Claws? Far as I know, I'm all paid up.
We're with the Mox.
The Mox? Why didn't you say so? So, what brings you here?
Has not exceeded the average. However, in an abundance
Evelyn Parker. I need to know where she is.
has raised the threat level to
Step into my office, please.
J-Blogs, yo.
Many girls come through here.
199%. Sheesh.
But let me put it to you this
Yeah, that's what
way.
happens when the
I believe in giving each of them
algorithm
the
gets
personal
going.
touch.
But the algorithm's kind of jarring
Ask
on
anyone.
YouTube.
I'll be more than
It's
glad
like
to
pretty
show you
wild.
around. But later, perhaps.
Like it picks you up and drops you like, you know, like nothing. Let me tell you.
Of course, I can't remember each and every one. Please set your exquisite.
What about your logs? Gotta have some kind of record.
Tech like this, you don't register. Don't put any names down for it.
Blue hair, doll chip. Best brain dance gear ever, though damaged.
I'm gonna finish Last of Us. What, part 2? I will do it at some point, yeah.
Poor girl. Tried to help her, I did. But as you can see, this isn't exactly a state-of-the-art facility.
Get to the point.
The point? Ah, yes. Well, I haven't the faintest idea where she is.
Enough of this bullshit! What'd you do to her, you freak?
Now, either you put a muzzle on this creature, or put her down. It's
Dang.
impossible to have a conversation with her around.
Calm down, Judy.
Jude, calm down, okay? You're not helping. Let me do the talking. Now, Evelyn Parker. Where is she?
Love watching it. Yeah, no, I definitely. I've not finished Last of Us, so I will finish off it at some point.
That's all I know.
Just a little bit busy over the next week or two with
Where will we
the
find
new
her?
GPU releases,
I like
but
you.
I'll get round to it at
You're
some point.
frisky, intrepid.
Maybe a little bit of the weekend potentially.
When I realized I wouldn't be able to help her, patch her up, I called my fixer. 2 guys came and picked her up the same day.
Where did they take her?
I told you already. I don't know. They weren't the talkative kind, and I'm no gunk. I know better than to ask questions of people like that.
You're no gunk? What do you think?
I say
Why'd
we
all
just
these girls come in here, let you
smack
poke
this
around
guy.
them? Think it's for your charm? Your caring attitude? They
Hit him.
do it because they got no choice. And in the end, they despise you. They can smell your
The
pathetic.
2 that came for her. Didn't say anything about where they were gonna take her, what they were gonna do to her.
Mentioned something about virtues with a moth, of all things. Said she'd be perfect for them, whatever that means.
Pull his hair
But
out.
That's really all
That's not
I
fair
know.
because he's already missing
Palmed
half
her
of it.
off like she was some fucking inanimate mannequin.
That's just rude.
Because that's exactly what she was.
Oh.
Need air.
Oh, I'm obviously going to do that, aren't I? Don't give me the option. I'm obviously going to do that. Oh. Demonetized. Have I just killed him? Double FPS. We can take a look.
Back to clouds.
When I go outside, I'll switch frame generation
Stopped
on.
her, but I didn't. And you two got along swimmingly, didn't you? Exchanged numbers too. 2 birds of a fucking feather.
Losing our cool won't do us any favors.
Was ist das?
Oh, I'm cool. Real fucking cool with the fact that Ev's probably already dead.
You don't know that. And I'm sure as hell not gonna squander precious minutes we could spend looking.
Only lead we got's an XBD. Where's that get us?
We also know we're looking for something related to the Death's Head. It's better than nothing.
I don't get your optimism. Still sounds like a big fat nothing to me.
Need to figure out where they're scrolling this stuff. Gotta be a rat hole of some sort. Doubt they do much shooting on location.
Yeah, gotta be somewhere quiet, out of the way.
It could be we'll see something to point us in their direction in one of their virtues.
Ugh, have to be real gonks to leave a clue.
Got a better idea?
Matter of fact, I do. A domain called Pleasures of Night City. There's a twin of it on the dark net.
Every kind of thing goes on there. Might stumble on something useful.
Pack of cards? What?
Let me think for a sec.
Where's she going? This is with path tracing on, yeah. Currently got path tracing on. We got DLSS Ultra Performance on though. So this is where it hammers our FPS the most, but we still, with these settings, hold about 60. A little bit of ghosting though. So if I switch frame generation on here with what we had, Ultra Performance, it's not going to do that. So no, it's giving us, what's that? It's giving us about 40 FPS. Because our native frame rate here, if I switched all upscaling and everything off, our native frame rate is like, what was it? 12, 13 FPS? Oh, what's this?
What's this one do?
Slow
Use
down.
your imagination.
Who am I talking to?
Why do you think I came here? So I wouldn't have to.
Who have I got to talk to?
I can see that. You chosen something.
Show me what those hands can do.
Ain't no other way to live. Follow me.
Think we can have... What have I done? You think I can have ray reconstruction? Oh my god, skip, 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 skip. No. I'm gonna get ruined. Last time I did this, I got YouTube they weren't happy about it. Can I skip this? They're just hugging. Oh no. They're just hugging. That's it. That's all that was. That's all that just happened. They were just hugging. That wasn't even the mission.
Won't find a better massage in
What is the mission?
Cali 1 or Cali 2.
I thought that was the mission.
Right here. A curbside massage.
No. Gotta pay extra for that.
Looking for, something special.
What is the mission?
A brain dance to
I can't believe I've just done that and it's not even the mission.
Smut.
Nah, more hardcore.
Won't find it here. But there's a guy on Jig Street. Has a whole lot of peculiar flicks. And I mean peculiar.
Why did that look so much like it was the mission? Oh, it was just talking inside. God damn it. This guy looks like Brad Pitt.
Looking for BDs. A particular kind.
Particular? You a badge?
Give me the best of the best. The ones with the death's head.
You kept your socks on so it don't count.
Didn't know I was dealing with a connoisseur.
Is that how it
Death's
works?
head'll cost you, though.
Got anything that might
That's
interest
funny.
me? Got anything that might interest me?
I don't have enough money? What have I've just spent it all on that thing.
Could have been just a bit more careful.
Oh, I didn't know what I was getting myself into, did I? It's like when you go into one of those red rooms in Amsterdam. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. How do I get money? Let's switch some path tracing off and stuff now. Should we just try and see normal standard ray tracing? So if we switch path tracing off, switch frame generation off. So we've just got normal ray tracing now, no path tracing. Oh. Still brutal. What's going on here? I want the car.
Screw you.
Just... What is going on? She's still at the window. Right, it's looking like about 40 FPS here with standard, not full ray tracing, obviously no path tracing, just normal ray tracing. Significantly more playable though than obviously path tracing. What's the easiest way to get money? Just do one of those mission things. Side job. That'll give us money. Is path tracing not worth it? Path tracing is only really worth it if you've got like a 4090, I think. Potentially a 4080 Super, but obviously I don't know how that's going to play yet. We'll see what that's like next week. Because I think that's probably... You're looking at like a 30 to 30-ish, 30, 35 FPS gap between a 4080 and a 4090. Depending on how much the Super closes that gap. But yeah, I probably wouldn't really mess with path tracing unless you had like a high-end, top-end thing. But respective of the resolution. So like for 4K, I'd want a 4090. For 1440p...
with me.
I'd probably want this GPU for path tracing 1440p.
What's going on here?
And then for 1080p,
This your first day in Night City?
you probably
What's it
want
fucking look like? Get out of here, pissant.
like 4070 minimum, like maybe even super. Well, you'd probably just get the super, to be
Leave him
honest.
alone.
See this badge? That means I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Oh my god.
Planted a hole in him.
I don't have my weapons though. I don't have any weapons. Why don't I have any weapons? What's going on? I swear this game is just even more broken than it ever has been. Get the light machine gun out. Get the... I could sell my weapons actually, couldn't I? Get some money. That'll work. Get the light machine gun out. Shoot through the fence. Visual recall is a nightmare. It's actually making my eyes hurt.
Come on!
Are supers worth it? I mean, if you're in the market for a GPU in that price range, then yeah, the super's obviously much better than the standard, even price-wise. Price to performance compared to the originals is better. It's a little bit... Overall, I mean, I've played one game for like an hour and a half, so like it's a bit... I need to see really what it's like in other games as well. Before I'd give a full conclusion, but it's definitely, you know, if I was buying one of these GPUs, then the supers make a lot more sense at their prices than the originals. Just straight away, like, if I had to pick between the 12 gig model and this, I bought the 12 gig model for more than this model brand new when it released. And this is like 5 to 10% better, so it's like, it's I'd much rather have this GPU than the original one. Is it a worthwhile upgrade if you already had a 12 gig 4070 Ti? Like I said earlier, it really depends how much you could sell that for. You know, how much money you're going to have to pay to upgrade it would really depend if that's worth it or not. How much was my PSU in terms of price or wattage? So this is, let's see if we can try and hit 60 FPS with just normal ray tracing. Let's see, balance, will we be close? Treble Champ, hello. Once you've played The Last of Us, all other games seem a bit silly. Well, yeah, but gets a bit boring playing on the PS5, doesn't it? I need a break from that thing before I throw it out a window. Gets a bit boring playing at 30 FPS. Oh! I mean, I'm very much doing that on this as well. There's still not even breaking. Really not much of a difference between quality and balance. Like, you only start really getting games crashed again. It's I think for me it's the changing the settings. I think that's what's breaking it. Cyberpunk has flatlined. I think it's just messing around with the settings too much. Because I know we've had that issue before. I'll boot it up again. But I don't know. I don't know what they've done, because I thought VRAM would be a problem here. And it's not. We had VRAM issues last time I played on a 4080, and that's also got 16 gig. Why? Like, how come we're all of a sudden using less VRAM? I can't even. It's the launch. I think it's the launcher that's doing it. Every time it not responds, I have to close it and check out path tracing. I have. We were just using normal ray tracing. I can't even open the launcher. Maybe it's GOG that's doing it. Run as administrator, maybe? That might work. Okay, it's loading. I'm gonna run it as administrator. Oh, it's doing it again. I think it, you know what? I think this might be my CPU. I'm gonna have to update the BIOS this weekend for sure. If that's the issue. But the game boots, it grays out play, and then basically it doesn't sync. So then I have to close the whole launcher. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to downclock my CPU to 5.5 and leave it at that and see if we crash. Or troubleshoot it. And the only one who gets bored playing console. Yeah, the only thing that bugs me really about console, I've got nothing even against the frame rate or anything, to be honest, but the only thing that bugs me is just the lack of choice. I know it's got better recently. I mean, lack of choice in terms of performance. I know it's got better with like fidelity and performance modes, but I'd like to see more. Like more choice in games where you can like mess with the settings more. Because that's the only thing I miss about PC is just being able to completely change it to whatever you want. On console, you're so limited. So, let's put it at performance. Yeah, so we got path tracing off. It's off here. I'm going to leave my CPU at 5.5. See what happens. Let's actually first put it to balance. Check that it's just not negatively impacting performance. It shouldn't, but we'll see.
Howdy, Night City. Welcome back. My guest tonight is Lieutenant Sarah Kokoski, spokeswoman for the NCPD.
No, so it's given us about the same, isn't it? Slightly higher. Actually, a reboot is giving us more FPS, so this is what I mean. I think changing the settings in-game after a while, it needs to be restarted. It's only slightly more. So I'm thinking if we hit performance, we should be over 60. Oh. So close. Unbelievably close. You shouldn't use screen space reflections. Yeah, but I'm testing the ray tracing overdrive preset. That's what I'm doing, and that's what the graphics are set at in the preset that they give. So that's a good thing to test it against. I don't want to go manually messing with the settings too much graphics wise. We've got everything pretty much maxed, because then people will wonder why I'm getting more frames or whatever. Go check out this mission. Oh, remember, this is when the car drives down and it bugs out. We need to wait. We might need to wait. Yeah.
It is good to see you, V.
Seems pretty, secluded here.
It is appropriate for such a secret meeting.
Friend you mentioned here?
Oda? He should be here any moment now.
Willing finally to give me the spec on him?
He's Hanako-sama's bodyguard.
Hanako Arasaka.
We'll completely take out ray tracing in a minute and see as well.
Saburo's daughter.
And then maybe check.
Yes,
We could check
and
1440p
if he
as well.
believes you, will
I will
next meet
probably
with
do
her.
a quick video on this. I'll try maybe record something tomorrow just to like
What's to stop
summarize
little
every
errand
setting,
boy
just so
from
it's
selling
easier,
us out?
He will not do that. He's a man of honor.
easier to see it.
Right, because Arasaka's ranks are chock full of those.
Do not confuse true honor with the petty morals by which you live. By God, huh? A good sign. He's usually camouflaged.
It bugged again, look. No, my car. This game's so crazy. It completely destroyed my car. It did the same thing last time. They can't even program the AI to drive round a car. I've got it on performance at the moment, and we've got just DLSS performance, normal, just standard ray tracing, so not path tracing, and frame generation's off.
Is this him? Your thief. He's my witness.
Voracious, yo.
Can't speak for myself,
I know that
you know.
bug. It did the same thing last time, the exact same
I have been
thing.
told you know things.
I think last time he actually hit my car
Who's
off
there?
into
So
the
what
water.
happened? Yorinobu strangled the old guy.
Silence. Not one word more. You will bring death to your door. But it is the truth. Hanako-sama must hear it.
It's a 1,000 watt PSU, but I don't know. I can't remember how much it was. I mean, I could maybe try and Google search
No? No. Yet during the parade to honor
It's 120 quid, 130 quid,
I bring you this witness to his
130 pound here, but it's on
And
offer
you
from
dare to worry
175.
about the city parade? Fool! Correct. Unlike you, I have not yet failed
I
to
think
keep my oath
you're in
to my
America, right?
duty.
I don't know how much
You
you
will
either.
regret those words.
To be honest,
The only thing I regret
going by
is that
everything
I
else in
came
America
here to meet
hardware-wise,
you.
you might have it a bit cheaper.
There is a price on your head. I do you a favor now.
Sorry, but this gonna take much longer?
I do you a favor now by not cutting it off and taking it straight to your
It is a 3.0 ATX power supply. I'm using the.
I would deliver you ahead to Yorinobu-sama.
Gonna help or
Consider
not?
yourself lucky. What?
I'm using the
talking about a guy
12-pin
who killed his father to
ATX
seize control
3.0
of
cable at the
Arasaka.
moment. I've used that on all my
Gonna
Nvidia
take an
cards. It's
interest
so
in
much
this or
easier.
not?
I will not. But I will let you.
I suppose
leave
you've
this
got a
place,
4090, haven't you?
this
So
city,
you're using the four-way
If I see either of you again,
four-way cable. So an ATX
so
3.0
lenient.
is gonna like be a
very
game changer.
careful, my friend. We are all so far from home.
Toxic.
Good fucking riddance.
Toxic
When our
Frazzle.
whack job is already plenty.
The Super is better than the TI, the 12 gig. Yeah, it's about 5 to 10%.
Well, can't say we didn't try.
We tried.
What graphics card do I recommend to stream games? At what resolution? What resolution will you be playing games
How do you
at?
figure that?
Oh dear, we got another bug here. That's like in the ground.
Oda, do you not see that parade? It is our chance, perhaps. If somehow we can get to Hanako-sama, we must do a proper reconnaissance first. We'll need a precise map of Japantown.
Hold on.
It is your turn to call on friends. Do you know a fixer who could help?
No, just to fix her Dane.
1440p for streaming. Are you going to be using ray tracing and stuff or not? I would assume you're probably, if you're streaming like you can stream like competitive games or something, you're probably not going to want to use ray tracing.
Will you join me?
Sure, why not?
With the Kangtao G58 TN smart rifle, your enemies will have.
You just want to upgrade your card. Yeah, I don't know if I need to play a couple more games here. I don't really know if you've already got a 4070 Ti 12 gig. I don't know if it's really worth it to the Super personally if you've already got one. Obviously the extra VRAM would be useful, but if you've already got the 12 gig, it's going to mainly come down to how much you could sell that for to like make some of the money. If you see what I mean.
Why the sudden concern?
Is it worth to just buy it outright as super? No. Like, if you could sell your TI for, like, I don't know, what would you sell that for? Like, maybe 500 or 550 £550? I don't know. Second hand? Then you'd be paying, you know, potentially £200 for the new super on top. Obviously, it's going to vary person to person if that's worth it for you or not. I mean, you might be able to sell... Yeah, it's probably going to be like 500, 550, isn't it? I doubt you'd be able to get maybe 600, but it's second hand, so...
Such questions.
I don't know, 600 might be a bit ambitious to get for a second hand 12 gig model, but then you'd only be paying like £160 for the super. Like, it's not,
Any idea what's
you know,
going on at Arasaka?
it's not an insane amount of money to get the super. Like, for me, would that be worth it in content creation? Like, probably. That would be worth it for me.
Yorinobu and his puppets grin at the cameras and insist that everything is under control.
1440p. I mean, for streaming stuff, for sure, obviously, you'd be able to use the NVENC encoder. I still think that's the better one. But if you're doing 1440p, what was it? What's your name? HWiNFO, June. Maybe the 4070 Super is probably not a bad idea for that 1440p. You could use NVENC on that. I think that would be good enough. I'm not sure what the prices of stuff's like where you live, though. You need an RTX 4080. You don't need to spend that much. The 4080 wouldn't be worth buying at all right now because the Super's about to come out. It would not be worth it. Just be patient, Matt Roth. Yeah, like I'd say if that upgrade's not worth it for you, you know, we're gonna be getting like 5000 series towards the end of this year, next year, so it's not that far away. It depends. Like I said, it's gonna come down to a personal thing if that's worth it for you or not. If you're having issues with the 12 gig 4070 Ti, then maybe there's more of a reason to change it, but oh my god, see that guy just disappear? If you're not having any issues with the 4070 Ti right now, I probably wouldn't bother. I'd probably wait. I don't know, you have to weigh up your options there. You can either sell your current one, pay the difference, wait for 5000, or just don't do anything at all.
This has got to
Don't do anything at all and wait for 5000.
I've no idea who jumped your team, but the claws? No, never. My boys know their place. I'm sorry, got to go. I have guests.
So we'll switch ray tracing for a minute.
So nice to see you. And your charming friend is?
Happen to be working together. That's all.
Takemura Goro desu. Okada-san, お会いできて光栄です。
Ah, a true gentleman. Ah, shame only that he's being hunted by all Arasaka's tin soldiers. And you, V, bring him to my door. Give me one reason why I shouldn't notify the proper authorities right away.
Eddie's is why. Always about Eddie's, Wakako. You want to make them? We got biz. Doesn't get any simpler.
So tell me, and mark well I still have my
CEX
phone at
offering
hand.
500. That's not enough. Yeah, CEX always offer a little bit less, though, don't they? Like, I think on eBay you'd maybe be able to get 550, 600 max. I reckon. I haven't looked personally, but that's what I would guess.
What
But
I
then,
fail
yeah,
to
CEX
understand
always
is,
offer a bit less.
why come to me?
Just because they're going to probably resell it
Did
for like
Mr. Deshawn not
700,
come
aren't
to
they?
the phone?
Come on. Got your finger on the hood's pulse. Know everything. Parade honoring Saburo Arasaka? You're prepping in some way, no doubt.
Won't see me dressed in mourning.
今なんて
But the rest is true. Everything's on the shards.
How much does this cost? My pockets are empty.
Clearly. My gift to you, it's free.
Okada-san, what is free often proves most costly.
Gonna take them or not?
4080. Yeah, Matt. There's no for most people. I think there's probably no.
You sure?
It's more just like a small
reasons.
upgrade. It's not like a new
Patience,
line of GPUs. For the majority of people, it's not going to be worth it to upgrade, considering in probably 12 months we're going to have other GPUs. So.
For free? You sure?
Got my reasons.
eBay takes a
But
oh yeah, I
patience,
forgot about that.
got
10%.
none.
Yeah, so even if you sold it for 550, you're only taking 500. So I don't know if are there any other fees in CEX? I've never even traded anything there. Sometimes I don't know how CEX makes money because
Whole
some of the
district is
tech
to be
feels
sealed
way
off
too
for the
expensive.
parade. Dashi platforms, the main attraction. They'll fly this way, high above street level. Along the parade route.
Because they're going to try and
balconies,
resell that
footbridges,
TI
and
probably for like
vantage points affording good
750,
views.
but I just that's crazy expensive for a second
Will
hand.
deliver her speech
Because you
from
could
the
just get the
largest
Super
float.
for literally a brand new
She'll do
one
this
for that price.
exactly here.
760,
Got no idea
770.
about security, but given recent events, expected to be tight. Our last parade, Arasaka undercovers infiltrated the crowd. Not to mention a smattering of sharpshooters, drones. And if that's not enough fun for one day, a net runner, one at least. They use the city CCTV to observe everything. Main access point, here. It's an old automated control center. If you ask me, most useful by
How far in the game am I?
At the end,
I have completed this game before.
Out of Japantown,
I don't know,
and we'll be
percentage-wise
left
or...
with trash up to our elbows that
I think it played 7 hours worth of
No
playtime
one
on
will
this
collect.
playthrough.
That's it. It's all I have.
It must be enough.
Then go. Be on your way.
Thanks, Wakako.
We appreciate this, Okada-san. A delightful.
I think DLSS 3.5 though here just really
This
saves the
information,
lower
It
DLSS
could be just what we need.
presets.
But I will try to investigate further. I will stay here
Image-wise,
sometime
like
and
I honestly
call some
couldn't really tell the
associates.
difference between performance
The moment
and
I learn something new, I will let you know.
quality or balanced with it on. So
Stay safe, Goro.
You as well. Until next time.
an ultra performance. What's that? Should give us probably quite a lot more. There you go. 80, but I think you can definitely tell now. Like, look at. Why does that look so weird?
You want your teeth broken?
Right, it's holding up 80, 84 here. What's coming through the road? Have I watched the Netflix series of Cyberpunk? No, I don't even have Netflix. High pixel counts because, yeah, I was talking about ray reconstruction though. So when you have ray tracing on, the lower presets, like ray reconstruction, improves the image quite a lot when you have ray tracing on at the lower presets. So there's like way less ghosting and artifacting and stuff. This now at ultra performance definitely looks a lot worse, like significantly worse, but obviously we're getting almost 100 FPS here. And then frame generation. Oh, it does this. But image-wise, nah, it looks naff. Getting good frames, but it looks naff. They fix a lot of this AI-looking imagery, though, because with Raven Construction before, it had this really... We've got it off at the moment. It created this really AI-looking image, but you seem to see it. I think it's because it's nighttime, though. Harder to see. Yeah, it does still do it. It looks better though, so you have less... The image just looks less muddy, so in the reflections and stuff, you can tell straight away off the car. Like, the top of the car doesn't look as bad, but you see the kind of... See a little bit of ghosting still on the side? It's hard to tell. Might not be able to notice it on the stream. That has been an issue for this game though. Quite a while. Hi there, Promenor. Hello. Does this do the job better than a 4080? No, not quite. It's not that far off, but it's not as good as that, no. It's between the 4070 Ti 12 gig and the 4080. About 5 to 10% better than the 12 gig model of this. So, should we try it without ray tracing now? The game's crashed again, so it's not my CPU. It's just the game. I think it's honestly just the game. It's every time I go into the menu. It might be, you know what? It might be frame generation. Has it crashed? Is it every time I've had frame generation on it's done it? It's always when I go into the menu. We'll have to try... I might tomorrow try Witcher 3 out, because we've also got frame generation on that. And then we'll know if it's a game thing or if it's like a actual GPU or driver thing. You know? We'll know for sure. I feel like it's probably the game because Cyberpunk's just notorious for it, but we'll figure on Witcher it's got frame generation too, so we'll see. But it's interesting that it seems to do it every single time I try to just go in the menu. I press escape and it just crashes like every time. Which seems odd, it's doing it every single time when I do that. Cyberpunk crashes a lot when you change the settings with frame generation. Yeah, I have had this issue before, but it doesn't seem it. I don't remember it being this bad, but I've not played this game in a while. Not played the game for quite a while, so maybe it's just not that fresh in my memory. I have definitely had this problem before, but it just seems really bad. So, gonna go DLSS quality and just do 4K with all the settings maxed. So no ray tracing or anything like that. Do we have... No, let's see. It's on the overlay out. I'm not gonna mess with frame generation for a bit and see if we crash still, because I think you're probably right, it is that.
Spokeswoman for the NCPD. Hi there, welcome to the show.
Hello, Ziggy. Thanks for having me.
I hope you made it to this.
Ray tracing on with that. Yeah, you don't need path tracing on, no. I can have ray reconstruction on with ray tracing off. I don't know if that's a good idea, though. For some reason... Wait, let me see. Oh, it's got frame generation on, that's why. I was like, the latency feels really bad for me. Why is that? It's because frame generation's on. It still feels really bad. They've chalked this game. I swear they've done something to just mess it up. Because the issues for me, frame generation drops my GPU usage now, and the latency feels absurd. I never ever had it that bad before. Unless it is just because the frame rate is so low on this card, but I've used frame generation on a 4070 Ti 12 gig, which is worse performance than this, and the latency didn't feel as bad. So that's why I feel like they've definitely done something. Something's changed for sure.
Howdy, howdy, Night City. Welcome back. My guest tonight is Lieutenant Sarah Kokoski, spokeswoman for the NCPD. Hi there. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Ziggy. Thanks for having me.
I hope you made it to the studio without any issues.
4080's dropping. Yeah, the 4080's being discontinued. Right, what's it feel like now? I'm gonna switch. Sorry, I've paused this so much. I apologize. But yeah, it seems like you can put ray reconstruction on. Ray reconstruction though is, yeah, maybe you don't want to do that unless you have ray tracing on. It's actually making our performance worse. Did you see that? So you've got 60 FPS here. If I put ray reconstruction on, we get 40. It's supposed to be the reverse. I guess it's because we've not got ray tracing on, so it looks to me like it's actually adding some sort of rays, but we don't have ray tracing on. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. It's adding some sort of rays, but I thought it only worked when you had ray tracing on. But it seems like it's adding something. It's not as demanding as normal ray tracing, though. It's only 20 FPS. Normal ray tracing is like 30 to 40, isn't it? Never used to be able to do that on this game, though. You could only switch it on with path tracing, couldn't you? No. I'm not sure what that's to. What's that referencing? Try doing a mission with this. Seems like it's hovering around 60. We'll do like a side gig. .5. Yeah, but I don't know what it's in reference to. No 3.5. Where have we got to go?
This time, I needed to restore the natural balance in this city. A Valentino dropped the cup and has gone unpunished. You can change that. If you find out.
So we do still get some dips down into the 40s though.
Spec attached.
Some heavier areas. So looking between like 40 and maybe 65. What does this say? The end is near.
Jefe used to work here.
Real stand-up citizen.
An understatement. When he found out what shrooms I keep.
How'd you like them apples? So much nicer than having frame generation on. That's the only thing though. I've never experienced frame generation being that bad. That's why I'd like to check out another game with it on, because trying to actually determine what is going on there, if it's the GPU or if it's just the game. Sí, sí. RMA GPU? What, because frame generation feels weird. I wouldn't have any GPUs if I did that. Every time. Every time something felt weird to me, just RMA it. I wouldn't have any GPUs left. I wouldn't have a PC. $89C? 89C? I'm not sure what that's reference to. 89 degrees? Where are you looking? I'm not sure where you're looking, but nothing is 89 degrees. You're joking? Oh, right. I was going to say, what have I missed? Attempts have been alright on this. Similar-ish to my 4090 Asus top as well. How do you get upstairs? Whoa. Too dark out there. The recoil is crazy on this. Hey, hello. Get a grenade in the back of that car. Oh. I thought he was down by the car. Right, what am I got to look for in here?
Can you spot the two things that don't match?
I give up.
Hint 1, Militech. Hint 2, Valentino's. Can you spot the two things that don't match?
I give up.
Hint 1, Militech. Hint 2, Valentino's.
DLSS. I feel like at 4K, it's kind of less of a gain from it. I don't personally really use it. Like if I'm playing at 4K on my 4090 or something, I don't really use it. It's worth it a little bit more if you're at like 1080p or 1440p. Like if I'm playing on my personal, you know, a game in my personal time, I'll just do 4K. You know, I'll have my 4090 and I'll just do 4K native. Like, I don't even use DLSS or anything, unless I just absolutely had to. But to be honest, most of the time when I'm playing in my spare time, it's normally a multiplayer game or something. It's like very rarely ever single player. Only single player games I've been playing recently have been on Steam Deck. What have we got to do here? What was he saying? The difference between the two? Oh, have I completed it? Is that it? Maybe that... What? Add this level of delicious detail. Yeah, but like I say, like most of the time I'll be playing multiplayer games. Like, I don't really want any technologies just modifying the image at all. Like, you know, if I'm playing Call of Duty, I don't want that. I don't want DLSS. I don't want frame generation. I don't want anything like modifying the image, personally. I don't want it rendering lower. I'd rather it just was rendering it at 100%. You know, there's no scaling or anything. But that's just because it's normally multiplayer. There's no reason to really do any of that stuff if you don't have to. I'm not in it. I'm not in it for the quality, if that makes sense. But that's the only time I really play games. It's normally like multiplayer. I play like COD, the finals, all of this stuff where like I'm not really massively fussed over the visuals. Like I'm not really paying too much attention to the visuals.
It's V. Took care of Jose.
Nice.
Because it's so fast paced, just not even paying attention.
Nice work. Did you learn who busted him out after he killed that badge?
Unfortunately, no.
A mistake. Could have been a big piece.
Dropping in sight, yeah. It seems like the range mostly is between kind of 40 and 65 with DLSS quality here. You're gonna probably need at least balance to stay above 60.
Looks like they're planning something.
So even without ray tracing here, it's not.
Well,
it's not like incredible. I suppose we could try.
See what I can find myself.
We could try native, couldn't we? Just to see actually what it's like, fully maxed out. Because we'd be looking. How does it do up against like a 3090 Ti? Because the 4070 Ti 12 gig was between roughly the 3090 and 3090 Ti, so this is then slightly better than that. Probably on par with the 3090 Ti. So we're currently just at 4K, no scaling, no frame generation, so native 4K. It does about 50. Oh, 40. I want to nick this car.
do with a goddamn drone? Budget cuts my
45.
Reporting suspicious activity in Haywood.
Roger that.
It's definitely going to dip 30. There you go, 37, 34.
It's my neighborhood. I'll take you for tacos sometime.
Suspect's vehicle has been located. Details have been sent. All units, suspect has evaded patrols. Resume search immediately.
So yeah, can't even really play it too well just at 4K. So like I'm saying though, kind of brand new games, it's going to be a struggle for sure at 4K. Looking at older games.
I repeat, code 0 in this area. All units resume normal duties.
And to maintain, it's crashed again. It's not frame generation. Although we did... It's every time I go into the menu as well. It's something to do with the game, isn't it? It did switch frame generation on for me though. Last time I booted it up, frame generation was automatically on, which is never a good sign. Try and boot it up again. It's not syncing. Do I sound a little bit different, or I'm well. I've lost my voice a little bit. I don't know why, because I haven't really been talking. I don't know, kind of tired. Maybe it's that. Yeah, I'll have to try another game tomorrow and see. It doesn't feel like it's the GPU to me. Feels like there's just something else going on with the game. Because the game won't sync. It won't even sync to the, it won't sync to the cloud, so I don't know what's going on there either. And then it just not responds, then I have to task manager end it, open it back up. Weird that it just does it every time it goes into the menu. Well, at least try out, see if we can do balanced on 4K there, and then maybe just check 1440p quick, see how playable it is with that. I've played 155 hours of Cyberpunk. That's disgraceful, that is. I don't even know how I've managed that. I know I've only ever played Cyberpunk on stream. I've never played it in my own. 155 hours. Has it switched frame generation on automatically? No, okay. Put this on balanced. Hopefully we'll be at 60. GPU crash. No, I don't mean it like that. I mean like if there's some kind of issue between like frame generation and, you know, within the driver, that's causing it to crash. I know, yeah, driver timeout, like a full-on driver timeout would be a black screen, but I mean, if like there's some sort of conflict between something specific like frame generation and the game, that's just causing it to crash.
Howdy, Night City. Welcome Welcome back. My guest tonight is Lieutenant Sarah Kokoski, spokeswoman for the NCPD. Hi there. Welcome to the show.
Rivatuner. Yeah, sometimes. But it crashed for me earlier before I could even get the overlay. Like, the overlay wasn't even open and it crashed, so I'm not sure it's that.
It's not working.
Attention, we got disturbance in Haywood.
Kids causing trouble again? Okay.
This is a new car. So this is with DLSS unbalanced. I'm hoping we don't get any dips below 60. It looks okay at the moment.
Resume search immediately.
I'm gonna get the police on me.
Suspect's vehicle has
And
been
it's so
located.
slow, I'm probably not going to be able to get away. No! Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get away, am I? This could be the end for me. Yeah, I'm not going to get away, am I? I don't have a gun either. How do I get my gun out? Someone's calling me.
Since we're gonna work together only
Now's not a good time.
They call me El Capitan, and they call you.
See, no introduction's necessary.
We're gonna need another car.
Someone comes to me with.
What about the mission as well? Every time I go into the menu, every time I press map, I'm worried it's gonna crash. We've got a main mission. Is that what he's calling me about?
Take care of it. I eat, sleep.
Hey, and game goes on. Hello.
Remember them.
What's the card? It's okay. You know, it's mainly between a 4070 Ti and a 4080, really. 5-10% better than the 4070 Ti. You know, just a little bit of an improvement. Still looks pretty nice. The game's, you know, I can notice the difference with ray tracing off, but it still looks nice. We're gonna need a car. I want this big one.
Got no money.
Is that giving me a mission? It hasn't given me a main mission. '50 series to mid 2025. Yeah, well, there's rumors that we might get them, might at least get one of the GPUs end of this year. So it's more towards 4070 Ti. Yeah, no, I know. I was just saying it's between them, which it is. It's about 5 to 10% better than a 4070 Ti. But it's still between those cards. It's still between the 4070 Ti and 4080.
Get fucked, why don't you?
Where is it telling me to go? But we haven't really had it drop below 60, have we, with balance? So you're looking at even 4K with everything max native. To be able to get 60 FPS out of it, you have to switch it down to DLSS balanced. What? Why is it making me go? Oh, is it the guy in the park? No! Oh, it is the guy in the park, is it? Do you think I can jump down there? It is him. Do you want to do that? I'm not doing that.
Mercy! 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 All units in the area, reports of additional suspicious activity.
I'm using the Aces Tough here. Where is it making me go? Is it this? Oh my god, it's the gun. It's Skippy.
New fingerprints detected.
The fuck?
Increasing volume by 33%. New fingerprints detected.
Stores are selling a 4080 and 4070 Super. Yeah, the pricing is still kind of out of whack. I think it's like that everywhere.
HJKE11 smart gun with built-in AI. Experimental model.
Like here, you can get the 12 gig model is a very similar price to the Super, so it's
guy by the dumpster. That
at the similar price. You're probably just going to get the Super.
Resources available, 100%. All files removed manually. Possible cause.
And when a 4080 Super will release, that'll be cheaper than the 4080, which is obviously a better GPU, but it's like £200 cheaper.
Processing request. No objections found.
Doesn't really make any sense.
Still got all your functions?
Running system diagnostics. Testing will take approximately 47 seconds.
Mick T, thanks for subscribing.
What are you doing?
I'm making the weight more present with a soothing melody. Bum bum be dum bum bum be dum bum. Test successfully completed. The program's Skippy version 0.01 alpha is running correctly.
Alright, so what can you do? Besides talk my ear off.
Primary feature, automated targeting. In case of critical threat to user, autonomous shooting capabilities. Please choose one of two operating modes. First mode, puppy-loving pacifist. I will aim at the enemy's lower extremities. Second mode, Stone Cold Killer. I will aim exclusively at the head.
Stone Cold Killer. My kind of gun.
Adjusting settings. Bum bum be dum bum bum be dum bum.
Ugh.
Selected mode. Stone Cold Killer.
They're probably going to do a 4080 Ti Super. You reckon? I don't think they will. It's too close to 50 series now. I don't think they'll release any others. I think if we were going to get anything like that, we'd have got it now. Even if they wait, you know, 3-4 months from now to do another GPU, we're getting 50 series literally probably beginning of next year. I think that's way too close. So very close to hitting this 60, but for the most part, these are the settings you'd need to run to have it at 60. Dude, I can't even drive. They released 3090 Ti close to 40 series, did they? There was quite a big gap between them. But there was no 3090 Super though. Like we'll have a 4080 Super and then 4080 Super. Like that doesn't make sense. Then we had two variations. We had 3090, 3090 Ti. We've now also got those two variations. That I don't think they're going to do a third one. It doesn't make sense to do a third one.
For you? Something hot, cold, coffee, liquor.
That's the difference though. We've effectively got the Ti in the Super. Like that's what it is. That's the equivalent. The reason the 4070 Ti Super is named the way it is because they scrapped the other VRAM 4080 model, which became the 4070 Ti 12. That technically never existed, so the Super here would be the Ti equivalent, if you see what I mean. It's pretty messy, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, anything's possible, but I don't think we'll see that now. I think we'd know about it if we were going to get that.
Slick, behind the counter? Yeah, you! Shut the fuck up! Put your hands up where I can see them. The rest of you, stay where you are!
Somebody likes being the center of attention.
What part of keeping your fucking mouth shut did you not understand? How about you go first? Hand over your wallet. Nice and easy.
Can't believe you've made it this far.
You and your shit again?
People who don't judge their competition don't last too long in the streets. I've met people like you before. They're all dead now.
This guy's about to get it.
Know why? Because none of them could get the spec on me.
Nice try. You're bluffing. Trying to trip me up.
I've danced with Maelstrom and Arasaka. You think you could so much as scratch me? You'll die before you can pull that trigger. I guarantee you.
I'm like Clint Eastwood. Oh my god, they actually bailed. That's how it's done.
Nobody touches this place, and now this? Where's 6th Street when you need them? Thank God you were here. Order whatever you want. It's on the house.
Don't wait a microsecond longer. Send space to 7299 right now.
I'll take a drink.
Wait,
what can I get for you? Something hot, cold, coffee, liquor.
Get me a bottle of vodka. Gonna need that. Right, should we see, what else should we see? Ultra performance, and then I'll check out some 1440p just to see if we can do that with path tracing. $4050 desktop. Yeah, but then again, I'd have thought, yeah, like the laptop variant, I'd have thought if we were going to get a desktop variant, we'd have got that ages ago. Because when did the laptop one come out? That's been out a while now. I thought actually, didn't I read somewhere? Was it the 4050? I can't remember. They're bringing out a smaller model with like less power consumption. Am I thinking that? I can't remember. I thought I remember an article about something to do with that. Some other variant of it, but I can't remember. And even then, I don't know how much validity there was to that, because I've not heard anything since. So with Ultra Performance here, hitting 120, 125. Power consumption, bro, testing all these different settings doesn't really change that much. It's stayed between like 250 and 270 for most of it. Not really fluctuate that much. Did we get a main mission yet? I'm not sure what the main mission is. Is it the float one?
important word. You think you can just get in for free?
Out of my way.
Out of my fucking way.
What? You think you're some kind of hot shit you can get in anywhere?
Nothing to think about. I know it. So step the fuck aside.
Alright. Fucking go. The fuck you want?
Here for a fight.
You? Interesting.
I might get wrecked.
Interesting.
Wondering if I'll recognize you.
Well, who's next? Anyone else?
Got a fight lined up here.
That's so. Don't look familiar to me. Fresh meat here.
Could say that.
Well, watch yourself now. They don't like strangers.
I'm gonna take guns to this fight.
And you're crawling through the gutter on busted legs. But you defeat me. I can vouch for you to the right folks. You could use the equipment, meet with the trainer, that kind of stuff.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
I'd say you're welcome. But there's still the matter of defeating me. And full disclosure, I've never lost a fight.
You say you've never lost. I say there's a first time for everything.
Ha! Sorry to say, you'll be disappointed.
I think I might get wrecked here. I'm not sure what my punching power's like.
Got any good tech under the hood? Sensory filters, rotors, boosted core?
You're about to find out.
Ah! True, true. All right then. Shall we?
Let's get to it.
Good luck! You'll need it.
Wow, this fight is so janky. Come at me, bro. In the bum. Whoa! Why is my block not doing anything? My block doesn't really do anything. I think I'm gonna have to take the L on this one. Why does my block not do anything?
I won!
Yeah.
What's the point? I know what's the point in the block there? Literally doesn't help me at all. What gives me absolutely absurd punching power? How do I unlock these? Right, well, I mean, let's check. We might as well check out 1440p now as well and see how the path tracing situation is. I don't know. It might maybe mess with the stream a little bit. We'll find out. So I'll set it to everything we just set ray tracing on, path tracing on. So we have all the settings we initially had when we first started. Do I dare put frame generation on? We'll put that on just because that's only fair, isn't it? At first, if we crash, we'll just have to reboot. So with that, I mean, look at the difference. We had, what did we have? We had about 40, 45 FPS with this. That's, you know, over doubled it here. Just about doubled it, probably on average.
Hey, can't you see me?
Dropping from 4K to 1440p. Quite a big difference. So easily playable at 1440p. This is what I mean, is like the 4070 Ti and even this model on brand new games are like in no man's land of playing 1440p easily, but then not being able to do 4K. We'll check it out natively as well. Obviously it's going to be under 60 natively, but let's go into the city a little bit because we're a little bit far out here. How do we even get back to the city? Anyone see that stuff on Power World? The like supposed in Nintendo looking into the intellectual property breaches. So that game could be down the pan. Which is pretty much what I thought from day one, really. This is 1440p at the moment. We've been playing 4K though for the last 2 hours. I just wanted to check 1440p as well. Another bug. Why is that making so much noise? That is the loudest non-moving railing I've ever heard. Did I order Suicide Squad? I haven't yet, no. I will do though. Why can I still hear it? What? What is going on? What is the memory bus? It's 256, isn't it? I think so. The 12 gig was... What was the 12 gig? I can have a... 12 gig was 192. I think this noise is attached to the car. What a bizarre bug. What a bizarre bug. Oh, it's finished. It's over. But now I've got my vehicle. Oh, I want that car. Don't drive off, don't drive off. No, don't, no!
Leave
Forbidden West, it did, yeah. Has it got a date? What is the date? We all got cyberpunked at the launch of Cyberpunk. At the initial launch, for sure. I didn't actually play the game straight away. I actually got the game. That's why I have it on GOG, because I waited. I think I got it like a month or two after, and it was like half price. It was over half price. So I ended up getting it on there.
Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, the game's, like you saw there, the game's still kind of full of bugs, really. I don't think it'll ever be fully fixed. But you kind of got to accept it at this point. Where's this taking me? Is it taking me back to the fight? I don't want to do that. At the moment, I'm at 1440p with path tracing, everything. We've got DLSS on quality. Frame generation on. But we're holding up. We've got an average of 93 there. So this is like obviously way more playable at 1440p compared to 4K. We're getting like 40, 45 FPS with the same settings at 4K. If we switch frame generation off, see what the frame rate's like. Oh, not quite 60. So if we then switch DLSS off, it's going to be as difficult to play, probably.
See you around. And tell your sister I said hi.
Of course.
Who's talking about my sister? Oh.
New job's been tough on her lately.
Whoa, do you see that then? That is some serious ghosting.
Don't be soft. Upgrade now.
I've knocked all of his buns. What am I looking for behind here?
Need a
28th
little
of
pick-me-up.
March. Nice. That's not that far away, is it?
The hell you want the swill for, boss? Heard some batches even glow in the dark. Why drink
Wait,
poison when you can
21st
drink
of March,
spunky monkey?
28th. Which is it?
Way better then.
You freeze up a lot?
1 second, boss. Brad? Hey, Brad! Listen, boss, you help me out?
I'll have to check. I've got it on my
Kids
Steam
the block
wish
been
list.
up my ass lately, and you seem real tough.
Might as well, since I'm here. Lead the way.
Thanks, boss. All right, follow me. You lost your minds? Get your grubby paws off my bike!
You think we're playing around? This is a small price to pay for fucking treason.
You still can't let go of that? Shana made a choice. You should be proud of her.
Proud? That bitch sold out to a fucking corp! Now it's time for
These guys end up
payback.
fighting, don't they?
Fuck you want? This ain't none of your biz. You another corporal rat?
Leave him alone.
You're getting back a corpse by
Leave
stealing
him
from a street
alone.
vendor? Says a lot about you. Now back the fuck away from him.
Or you'll do what?
Blow your brains out.
I could break your jaw, fracture your skull, shoot you. The possibilities are endless.
You care so much about a rat fucking train.
I'm gonna smack you up.
Die together.
Vance? Vance, what do you think you're doing? They lost their damn minds.
Easy work.
Message to user.
Now that that's over.
He didn't even flinch.
Don't worry about it. I've had worse. No good fucking deadbeats. Up till now, we almost got used to them. But to pull a knife on one of their own? Anyway, stop by whenever you're around. I throw in a nice discount for you.
Sure thing, boss. Thanks.
So yeah, not quite holding 60 here. 28th. What is it then? Horizon.
Don't make trouble. Be trouble.
It has a release date of the 21st of March. Culver is not 28th, it's 21st. 7 days before that. Can I try 4K DLSS performance? Yes, we have done that already. I'm just checking 1440p at the moment. With that specific setting performance, we had about, what did we have? We had about 50 to 60 with path tracing and everything. With frame generation on, I don't know, I'll have to look in a bit. Frame generation just is not good at all at 4K on this. I would avoid using that, personally. It does not feel good. So if we go 1440p native here, with path tracing, what are we looking at? Oh. Still not amazing, but I mean 3 to 4 times better than it is at 4K. And if we switch... No, don't want to do that. I've got no ray reconstruction thing here. Oh, you need DLSS on, don't you? Whoa! Oh dear. What happened? Not looking good, bruv. That is not looking good, is it? What did I do? There we go. Path tracing. So this is native 1440p now with everything maxed, no path tracing, and it'll do above 60 at least. What else could we try? Is this is with no ray tracing at all, isn't it? So even if we do native 4K there with DLSS, giving us a little bit more, but not massively. Is this just GTA with a bit of graphic? I mean, in terms of that, it's like a free, like an open world, you know, similar types of like driving, shooting, or stuff like that. But obviously GTA does all that stuff way better. You know, all the driving mechanics and like shooting everything, like it's way better on GTA. I would say this game is more the theme, the aesthetic and theme of it, kind of futuristic type, you know. Story, I'd say probably a little bit. I don't know, story-wise. That's really what gives it its angle, I'd say, is the kind of futuristic aspect of it. If GTA was in the future, I mean, it'd be very set in like the future, it'd be super similar. But everything about this game's nowhere near as good as GTA, like shooting mechanics, driving mechanics, all of that stuff's nowhere near as good. If this game's good optimized, you should get 100 plus on 1440p. Oh no, because it's not an easy game to run. You can optimize this game as much as you want, but at the end of the day, there's only so much optimization you can do of stuff before you start having to remove stuff to make it run better. You can't just indefinitely forever just optimize everything. Like, it just doesn't, it's just not how it works. People seem to throw that word around like crazy. Optimize. Just optimize it. It's like, there's only so much you can do. This game's been out for how long? They're not going to be optimizing it.
If you're gonna shoot, just shoot. I don't care.
Like, people say the same thing about path tracing. Well, the game's poorly optimized. It's like, well, it's just path tracing and lighting like that. It's just, it hammers your FPS. It doesn't matter what you do. The only way you're getting more FPS there is if you reduced the amount of, you know, light rays or whatever. Or effects. You're not optimizing those effects. The only way you can get it to run better is to remove them. Which then you're not optimizing, you're actually just removing features. So we hit about 100 with DLSS balanced at 1440p, but yeah, I mean, native 1440p with no ray tracing and everything, you're looking at about 60 to 70, which is obviously a lot better than 4K when it pretty much doubled from 4K. Removal sample less, yeah, but ultimately hang on, sorry. I'd argue though that there's a difference between optimizing and just removing features. That's what my point is. Like, it's like if you wanted a car to go faster, right? There's a difference between optimizing it and then just removing stuff. So say, for example, you want to improve the engine, you want to optimize the engine so it's more efficient, and then you increase the horsepower, whatever. That would be like an optimizing thing, right? But say you also want to like drop weight from the car so it goes faster, right? But then you start taking the doors off the car. You know, you're not really optimizing the car at that point, because then you're actually removing features from the car. Like, you're driving around with no doors. You know, you remove a ton of the actual asset of the car. You're not optimizing anything anymore. You're literally just removing features, you know? Do you see what I mean? There's a line between actually... If you're sampling less, it's fine, yeah, of course, but you're then... At some point, you're then actually just making the tech a lower... You know, you're actually removing a feature from the technology. If you see what I mean. Game goes on, no worries, I'll see you later. So go back to 4K now if you want. But that's all my point is like, I don't know, the word optimize honestly gets thrown around like the craziest thing I've ever heard. As soon as anything doesn't run it like near 60, it's just optimize it. It's like, yeah, okay, fine. In a lot of instances that is the case, and there can be some improvement there, but it just gets thrown around for like everything. Like I'd be trying to run something at 8K maxed settings, and people are just like, optimize. It needs to be optimized, but it's like, well, no, it's just absurd what I'm trying to do. You know, I'm just pushing it to its absolute limit, and it's really hard to run. What did you want to see? 4K. We want to do what? 4K quality. DLSS balance. Frame generation, ray reconstruction, path tracing. It's not going to be amazing. Let me warn you. Is that with rage? Is that with... That's on auto. What was it you wanted? Balanced. This will drop to in the 40s, I think, when we get into the city bit. So you might get... It's very close to 40s, isn't it? There you go, 49. I personally wouldn't advise using frame generation on this. The latency's rough. 46. And the ghosting as well. You see that on the cars? I like the little, like, what's that spinning thing on the back of the car? So yeah, you're kind of hovering around 50 FPS for the most part. Some dips to 45. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to run this like this. Frame generation's on. I don't know. I've used frame generation a lot in this game, and this is the worst I've ever, like, it's ever felt. And I don't know if that's the GPU or the game that is causing that. I've used it a lot on, like, all the NVIDIA cards, and it's always been okay. I even used it on the 4070 Ti 12 gig, and the latency was fine. On this, though, we're getting higher frames native, but the latency feels worse. So I don't know, maybe it's just me, I don't know. Or they've changed something in the game that's making it feel weird. I don't know. What was the other one? Performance, was it? You want to see performance as well? So this is with performance, breaking 60 at least, probably still going to get some dips. Underneath 60 for sure in the city area. 65. This is obviously a lot better, but the ghosting, have we got ray reconstruction on? Ghosting's quite bad. Sorry, I'm on mouse and keyboard, so it makes it very hard to drive. Direct storage. It's not anything new because we got it with Forspoken, didn't we? Did we get it with Forspoken? What is it, does it support? It's effectively just going to improve loading times, basically. That's all it's doing. It's just going to make the game... And I think... Did Ratchet & Clank have it as well? There's a couple of games that have had it before. It just looks to speed up loading times by basically pushing, I think, workload from, like, CPU to GPU, is it? But you need... I'm not sure what the prerequisites are. Is it just a Windows 11 thing? I can't remember. I could look for you on Google. I can't remember. Is it just a Windows 11 thing? And do you need an SSD as well for it to work? I honestly can't remember. I don't know much about it. Windows 10. I don't know what your system is. I think it's 10 and 11, isn't it? RAM, GPU, VRAM. Yeah, it's just using less like CPU there. We did in Ratchet. Yeah, Ratchet & Clank had it. Yeah. I don't know what the prerequisites are for it though. You'd have to look on Google. I'm just wondering if there's a like a specific list of like parts that are GPUs that support. Yeah, there's some drives it won't work with. So I don't know what drive you have. Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking on Google. What GPU was it? Was it 3070? Was it 3070? Yeah, it'd be fine on that. It's supported on that, but I don't know what the rest of your system is. If you've got an SSD, yeah, Windows 10's fine, yeah. But it's not no performance improvement in game like while playing. What you mean, like FPS? What do you mean by performance? You mean FPS, or I mean, arguably increasing loading times is effectively like that's improving your performance. You know, that's going to improve your overall experience in game because you're going to have less loading times. What do you mean specifically by performance? If you mean FPS, then no, that's not what it's. It's more a storage thing. It pretty much just improves loading time. So, like, you know, in Ratchet and Clank, when you would warp between worlds or whatever, it's effectively speeding that. Stuff like that in the games. Obviously, in a lot of games like that, it helps because there's really quick transitions. And like, imagine if every time you walked into a different area, it had to load. You had to wait for it to load. It kills your experience of the game. You know, it's more for stuff like that. Like when you think of Hogwarts Legacy, sometimes when you're opening the doors, you have to pause at a door for a second, you know? You're waiting at a door for it to load. Stuff like direct storage is just like attempts to try and remove stuff like that. Yeah, 1% lows, but I think he's talking about like going from like 60 FPS to 70 or something, you know. It's not going to do that. Is this worth the price difference between that and the 4070 Ti, the 12? What, to upgrade from? I mean, it's the same price here. Is this worth this? Is this better than the other card? Yeah, for sure. In the UK here, you're spending like not that much more to get this over the other ones, so this is definitely more worth it. Definitely, there'd be no reason to get the 12. If you already had a 12 gig one, then I'd probably just stay with it. Cool Pan Am. Sorry, I've just been driving around, not even thinking.
Hello?
$4K.
This Pan Am?
Ultra path tracing, ray reconstruction, frame generation. Yeah, we've actually got that now.
How did you...
We've got that on now. Oh no, we've got performance. We already did this. Balanced. It's about 50.
From Rogue.
You're looking at about a 50 average.
Fuck. Where's that old warhorse want to kick me now?
This thing between you and Rogue, couldn't care less. Got a job for you.
Good. But I'm overextended at the moment.
With the merch and your car? Getting them back? I can help with that.
The rail freight yard on Bonita Street. The one hugging the city line. We'll meet there.
See ya.
Slow down, please.
Consider upgrading from 1060 to 4070. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be more worthwhile. I'd personally look at the Super if you were going to do it, but it's going to depend on pricings like in your country. In England, the pricing between them is very, very small, so I would obviously... If I've got to pay an extra £30, £40 for the Super version, like, I would definitely recommend doing that. But then it's going to be different in every country. Some countries it's absurd difference. It's like 200, then it wouldn't be worth it. So this is with it's balanced. I don't know who requested that. Path tracing 4K balanced. You're looking at like an average of 50 really. But with frame generation on, we're seeing this issue again with the GPU usage. It seems to lower my GPU usage. Which I guess kind of makes sense, but you just don't see that happen that much. Because it's obviously generating the frames, but I'd rather, you'd want to see it at 99% really. And then generate the frames. You're in the UK as well, yeah. So, for example, like a 4070 Ti, the 12 gig is like £800 on average. You can get a Super for £829. Like, you easily do just spend another 30 quid. 30 or 40 quid and just get the Super version. It makes no sense to really get the other one. I don't know what the price difference is on the 4070 Super because I didn't get one of those. I imagine it's probably fairly similar. Obviously, it's going to vary on the model that you get, but bit of stuttering in this game. That stuttering is actually, I think, caused by the autosave, if I remember. I'd have to turn autosave off, and I think it doesn't do it. Maybe due to simultaneous use. What you mean with the GPU usage? Yeah. Because if I switch that off, you'll see it go to 99. It's just frame generation. We switch that off, it goes to 99. But I didn't... That's what I'm saying earlier on. I don't know if they've updated the game because I haven't really seen that before. I've tested this on pretty much every nvidia GPU, and I've not really ever seen it do that, and it's only just started doing that. So it's either, you know, it could potentially be the GPU, but I'm leaning towards something's changed in the game because all the other GPUs, I've never seen that. It has fluctuated sometimes a little bit, but unless maybe I just haven't noticed. Oh, the ghosting and stuff's really bad. Oh, the wrong way. Make sure to like the stream as well, guys. Can we hit 100 likes before the end? We're 18. We're only 18 off. Might be able to hit it. So yeah, obviously without frame generation, we do get this 32 FPS, but we don't have that GPU usage thing. So we could see maybe if it is a simultaneous use of both, but what did we have that on? Did we have it on that? Yeah, it seems like you're right there. Got ray reconstruction or frame generation on now and it's not doing it. But that begs the question, why now? Because I haven't had that issue before. What's changed in the game? This is the only issue though, the latency is so bad. That's why I would not advise playing like this. Oh, car just stopped so abruptly.
Hey, Pan Am?
So you're V. Where's my car?
What card was I using last time I played? It'd have probably been a 4060.
Agree to help me, you'll find out.
4060 or 4060 Ti maybe.
You will not jerk me around. Tell me
When I
where
was
my
testing Phantom Liberty out.
Hey, come on. Calm down.
Don't tell me what to do.
Fine. Know where to find the cargo and your car. You go alone, you won't get them back. And you could lose something else besides. So let's figure something out.
What do you want?
One guy I gotta talk to. A corpo traveling by corp convoy.
No, I don't do abductions. Besides, you'd need many more bodies and heaps of gear to take a convoy.
It's just one AV. Planned route will take it over Jackson Plains.
Fuck.
In return, info on your cargo. Help in getting back what's yours. We got a deal?
I don't know. Shit! All right, deal. But if you want your thing done, we'll need to get my Thornton back first. So where is it?
Car's in Rocky Ridge. You're supposed to know where that is. Car's there, goods are there.
Nash, you dirt-eating bastard. I will strangle you.
Rocky Ridge. Let's go.
Hang on. I should think this through. Fuck. Yes. We'll need backup. We have one brief stop to make on the way.
Want to tell me where?
Give me a sec. I should call the
Right.
client.
I hate to end this a little bit abruptly, guys, but I've got to go. It's getting quite late here, almost 9, and I need to eat and do some work and stuff, so it's been cool checking this out. I'll try and I'll be back on again tomorrow, similar time. Maybe try out Witcher 3, maybe, because that's also got ray tracing, frame generation. It's quite hard to run, so it would be another interesting game to see, just straight, you know, after a couple of try and check out a couple of games that are quite demanding. But yeah, just make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not. Like I said, I'll be back on tomorrow. We can have another look through some stuff. And yeah, hope you have a good evening, good day tomorrow, and I'll catch you then.